In this video, we'll dive into the mysteries of the human mind to discover some advanced psychological methods that can help you make anyone you're interested in fall in love with you. Before we dive into these methods, it is essential to underline one thing: always respect the feelings and decisions of others. Using psychology is not about manipulation, but about building an authentic and meaningful connection. Here are some simple but powerful psychological tricks that touch the primitive centers of the brain, that is, the instinctive, non-rational ones that make us feel emotions. Trick number 1. The importance of the name. Have you ever noticed how you feel when someone says your name in conversation? The name has a magical power, evokes familiarity, attentiveness and a sense of importance. When you meet someone special, use their name multiple times. For example, instead of a simple "How are you?" you can say "How are you, Marco?" According to studies in psychology, frequent use of a person's name can strengthen the bond between you, creating an atmosphere of trust and intimacy. Trick number 2. The art of the balanced compliment. Praising someone may seem like a simple tactic, but too many compliments can be counterproductive. When you lavish praise, you may come across as insincere or, worse yet, desperate. Attraction is often fueled by mystery and challenge. If your crush feels like you're easy to win over, he or she may lose interest. Find a balance, show appreciation but don't overdo it. Trick number 3. Active listening as the key. Communication is not just talking, but above all listening. Pay attention to details, it helps build a mental and emotional connection. The real magic is showing someone that you actually care about what they have to say. Reflect on their words, respond with empathy and understanding, and demonstrate that you are truly interested in their story. Trick number 4. Non-verbal language. Our body communicates much more than our words. Subtle movements, posture, eye contact can reveal intentions, feelings, and moods. For example, prolonged eye contact can communicate interest or defiance, while crossing your arms can suggest defensiveness. Training on body language is essential to recognize and transmit the right signals. Trick number 5. The location. Closer does not mean better. When you interact with someone you like, the position you are in can affect the dynamic. Sitting on the side, rather than in front, can reduce pressure, creating a more casual and comfortable environment. This arrangement facilitates cooperation, listening and can even reduce tension during sensitive discussions. Trick number 6. Humor and the power of a smile. Making someone laugh is one of the most effective tools for creating a bond. But the humor must be genuine. Don't force jokes or try to be funny at all costs. Remember, a sincere smile can often speak 1,000 words. Smiling can create a positive, relaxed and welcoming environment. Conclusion and final considerations. While these tips can provide you with helpful tools, the most important thing is always to be authentic. The deepest and most meaningful connections are formed when two people show each other as they are, with their virtues and their flaws. Sincerity and honesty are key. In the journey of life and love, mutual respect and understanding are key. Building authentic, deep relationships is an art and a science, and while these tips can guide you, your heart and intuition are your best allies. Morality and teaching. Life is an intricate web of human relationships, each of which brings with it its own nuances, its ups and downs, and its lessons. The text we have examined gives us the opportunity to think deeply about how we approach these relationships and how we can cultivate them in an ethical and meaningful way. At the heart of every human interaction is a fundamental need, the need to be understood, appreciated and valued. Many times, in our rush to win someone's attention or affection, we may lose sight of the essence of what it truly means to connect with another human being. It's not just about using tricks or strategies, but about building a real bond. The key moral here is that while strategic and psychological approaches can open doors and create initial opportunities for connection, the real magic of relationships lies in sincerity, authenticity, and mutual respect. It's not about manipulating someone to fall in love with you, but about showing yourself authentically, sharing and growing together. The deepest lesson we can draw from this text is the importance of authenticity. In our modern society, we are bombarded with messages telling us how we should be, how we should act, and what we should want. But the reality is that each individual has their own unique path and their own truth to share. When we show up genuinely, we not only attract people who appreciate and reflect our truth, but we also build relationships based on a solid, lasting foundation. Likewise, it must be remembered that each individual has his own rhythm and time. You can't force a connection or relationship. What is destined to develop will do so naturally. Patience, in this context, becomes an essential virtue. Rather than rushing into it, it is vital to take the time to truly get to know the other person, to listen to them, understand them and, ultimately, appreciate them for who they truly are. Additionally, in building relationships, we must always be aware of power dynamics and the importance of consensus. Every individual has the right to their own autonomy, their own feelings and their own decisions. It's not about someone winning, but rather about walking together, sharing a common path. In summary, while it is useful to know techniques and strategies to improve our communication and relationship skills, the true essence of authentic and meaningful relationships lies in the heart and soul. It is a journey of self-discovery, mutual growth and genuine, unconditional love. As we seek to connect with others, we learn more about ourselves, our desires, our values, and the immeasurable beauty of human life. And on this journey, we discover that the greatest lesson of all is that love, in all its forms, is what makes life worth living. As we travel this journey, it is crucial to recognize that every relationship has its purpose and its season. Some relationships are meant to last a lifetime, while others may only last a short period of time. But every interaction, every exchange, every shared moment teaches us something precious. Each person we meet along our journey leaves us with a lesson, memory or perception that can help us grow and evolve as individuals. In a world dominated by technology and social media, where communication has become increasingly superficial and often devoid of depth, we must strive to seek genuine connections. As tempting as it may seem to present ourselves a certain way to fit what we believe is the ideal or what others expect of us, we must resist this temptation. The truth is that masks eventually fall, and what remains is our true selves. And it is this authentic I that desires, more than anything, to be seen, understood and accepted. We must also understand that, in every relationship, there will be times of conflict and disagreement. And instead of seeing them as insurmountable obstacles, we should embrace them as opportunities for growth. Conflicts, if approached with empathy, active listening and mutual respect, can strengthen bonds and deepen understanding. Conversely, avoiding or suppressing these tensions can lead to repressed feelings and fragile bonds. One of the most overlooked but fundamental aspects of relationships is the ability to listen. Listening does not simply mean hearing the words that are spoken, but sincerely tuning into the emotions and feelings of the other person. This type of listening requires presence, attention, and openness. When we listen this way, we not only honor the other person, but we also create a safe space where both can express themselves freely. Finally, on the journey to building meaningful relationships, we cannot forget the importance of cultivating the most fundamental relationship of all, the relationship with ourselves. In order to truly love and understand others, we must first love and understand ourselves. This requires introspection, acceptance and kindness towards ourselves. And when we move through the world with a sense of self-compassion and awareness, we are better equipped to build authentic, lasting connections with others. If you found this information valuable, leave a like and subscribe to our channel. We are committed to providing content that can enrich your life in many ways. And always remember, love and respect go hand in hand.